Factoring quadratics. After watching this video, I will be able to factor a quadratic expression that has no leading coefficient. So first, let's recall what happens when we double distribute or use FOIL. If I multiply a with a, I get a squared. Then I'm going to do a times 4, which is a 4a. And then I'm going to do 1 times a, which gives me 1a. And then I'm going to do the 1 times 4, which gives me 4. When you combine like terms, we end up with the 4 plus 1, which gives me 5. And then you just bring down everything else. So there is a pattern that is formed here. If you notice, basically this 4 is two numbers that multiply to give me the 4. They add up to give me 5 because factors of 4 are 1 and 4. That's the 1 times the 4. And if you add up the 1 times the 4, you get the 5. So we're going to see how to do the reverse FOIL by using the product and sum method. So it's also important to recall that the coefficients are in front of my variable, the number in front of the variable. The beginning one is represented as an a, and it is called the leading coefficient. So here we're going to see how to do reverse FOIL or the product and sum method. Two different names for the same thing. So first you want to list the factors of the constant. So the constant is the number that does not have any letter attached to it. So the factors of 4 are 1 and 4 and 2 times 2. So I only have to list that. Now, we want to find the pairs of factors that add up to equal b. That's the coefficient of the middle term. So, which of those factors gives me 5 when I add them up? Well, 1 plus 4 equals 5. 2 plus 2 equals 4. Therefore, we are going to use that factors. So now I'm going to break down the quadratic into two binomials. So I'm just basically going to fill in these two parentheses. Now this is an a squared. So I'm just going to split them up into two a's. And now I'm going to use the factors that I just determined add up to give me 5. So it's positive 1, positive 4, so plus 1 plus 4. And now I can check my work by actually multiplying it out. If I were to use FOIL or double distribute, I would end up with the same thing I had to begin with. So I basically broke it down. I ended up back at the top, so I know that my answer is correct. So this would be my factored form. So again, list factors of your constant, so factors of 60. So those are all the factors of 60. But now they have to add up to give me a negative 16. So I have to be careful because now I have to take into account positive and negative numbers as well. So I know that when two numbers multiply together to give me a positive, that must mean that either both of the numbers are positive or both of the numbers are negative. So they both must be negative because now if we are going to add them up and it's going to give me a negative 16, they must be negative numbers. So which factor or pair of factor rather gives me negative 16, so negative 6 and negative 10. So I am going to fill in my two parentheses. I am going to split up the n squared into two n's. And now my factors are negative 6 and negative 10. And you should really check your work by doing FOIL to make sure you did it correctly. So now let's try and do factors of 40. So these are the factors of 40. But now we want to make sure that when we multiply it together, we're going to get a negative 40. So I know that when I multiply to numbers, in order to get a negative, one of the numbers has to be negative. So one of these factors have to be negative and the other has to be positive. And it's okay not to get it right in the first try, because if it's not, you can just start over. So I am going to see which ones, when I add together, could possibly give me a negative 60. Doesn't matter, 1 and 40, they're too far apart. 2 and 20 probably won't work. So it's either between 5, 8, and 410. I'm going to check 410 out. So I am going to split up my A's, write it one time. And now I'm going to check which one should be positive. So let's try negative 4 plus 10. So that gives me positive 6. So that's not going to work because it has to be negative 6. So let's try positive 4 plus a negative 10, which really means 4 minus 10. So that does give me a negative 6. So now I know that it's going to be a positive 4 and a negative 10. So again, I need to play around with my numbers. Factors of 8. Factors of 8 are just going to be 1 and 8, 2 and 4. It must equal negative 8. So one of them must be negative. So I'm going to try 2 and 4. So 2 plus negative 4, that gives me negative 2. And it needs to be positive 2, so that won't work. So negative 2 plus 4, that gives me positive 2. So that is the winner. So split up your n squared. So now we just have 2 n's. And now we have negative 2 plus 4. And don't forget to check your work by doing double distribution or FOIL. So now this is a you try. So pause the video, try and do this problem, and then press play to see if you got it correct. Pause your video now. So first you want to list your factors of 32. And it must be a negative 32. So that means one of the numbers has to be negative, and it has to add up to be a positive 4. So this looks like it's too big. I'm going to try the 4 and the 8s because they are just 4 spaces away from each other. So let's try positive 4 plus a negative 8. That gives me negative 4, so that will not work. So let's try negative 4 plus positive 8. That gives me positive 4, so that is the winner. So you're going to split up your x into 2 different binomials. And then we're going to do negative 4, positive 8. Don't forget to check your work. This would be the correct answer.